What's going on, everybody? What's up, Scott? What's up, Pirate Seeds Zumbos? How you guys doing? Grace is on her way in here right now. She's getting a drink or something, maybe? I'm going to pop the cap on my drink. Turn on that. Get that glow going behind us. Ooh, that's a cool one. Good. Glad to know you're doing well, Scott. How's everybody else? Let's play some Fusion. See if we can beat the third gym super fast today. Making supper, heck yeah. What are you guys making for dinner? We'll do a quick team recap on my side. We've kind of lost like where we got all these Pokemon because when you unfuse them, it gives them some other random. Like you unfuse them in the Pokemon Center, it's like it says you caught them in the Pokemon Center. So we don't know exactly where these Pokemon all come from. So that's that. So I've got Scott here, which is my Regigigas and Mimikyu, which is a kind of a cool one. And then we've got Lidsec, which I'm hoping he'll turn out to be a little bit cooler looking later on. Boneless Ribeye Chop. And homemade mac and cheese. That sounds pretty good. You're so ready for this? Well, we're ready for this too. Which is a, what's it? Lidsec. It's a Genesect and a, I can't remember the other Pokemon. It's like the little fire candle Pokemon. I can't remember his name. Litwick. That's it. And then I got a Glade and a Lopunny, which I got to train that up today. And then I've got Honeyon, which I don't want it to evolve because like I really like the way that it looks right now. So I'm hoping it won't evolve. Oh, look at that!
Oh, cool.
That looks so cool. Ooh, a Milotic in that. I get to see what it looks like. Oh, okay. That's interesting.
He's got a bonefish. Hi guys, what's going on?
Milogross, which is a Milotic and a Metagross paired together. That's pretty cool.
What button do I press? F?
Midnight Chill.
Hi, Midnight.
For what? To play? Just keep pushing A?
No, go fast.
Oh, 4.
What? Goodness, sorry.
And I have a Duosian pair. So this is a Duosian mixed with a Duosian. This is what it comes out to be. So I'm hoping that he'll be able to come out next. Or, you know, get a better form next time. But we'll see. I think that's all of them, yeah. So I'm going to go train a little bit. Try to get out some Pokemons.
So I have Flare, which is my Pupitar and Grovyle. I've got Ratina, who's my Dragon and Ghost type. Giratina and Rayquaza. I have Koffakun, which is Ghost and Water. He's insane. It is shiny Koffagrigas mixed with Suicune. I have Hypering, which is my Psychic and Normal. Hypno with Ursaring, also shiny because I'm crazy. And then I have my starter, which is Magados, and he is Fire and
We have been doing well, Midnight. How have you been? This is a fun new little series thing that we've started doing.
Yeah, we're doing good, honestly. Like, I'm a little sleepy because I just woke up from a nap. Today was weird. Like, we had all these plans on things that we were supposed to do today. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Ooh, that's Miss Magius.
Yes,
there was a cool Miss Magius pair that you had.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember? You remember that one or no?
I don't have a cool Miss Magius pair.
You saw one.
I don't remember which one it was. Miss Magius is cool anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, we had all these plans for stuff to do today and literally like zonked out when we got home. So like the weather's been super whack here where we live. So apparently in Athens, which is like 30 minutes past us to the south. What direction is that?
Waffles West?
West, yeah, to
Waffles.
the west. Waffles. To the west. Had like giant hail, apparently. And that was in Madison as well, which is not that far away from us. So that was a little crazy. So we ended up just kind of coming home and hanging out and taking a nap. We were supposed to wash our cars and clean the house and like do all of the things that you're supposed to do on a Sunday. We did not. We took a nap instead. It's like that one meme where it's like, I got so much I gotta do today, but instead I took a nap. Or I was tired and I took a nap. It was a nap. It was a very good nap. That was us today. But sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes it's good just to like sleep and
Indeed.
and be okay with that. And so that's just kind of where we're at for the day. Lucky, yeah, honestly, we kind of are. But we actually have to meal prep after we're done with this, which is going to be a process. I have a lot I have to meal prep actually. I'm really upset that we don't have protein powder because what I want to make are those little chocolate chip protein balls that I used to make. Yeah. That was why I was asking if there's like a cheap protein powder I could get. But
nice. I was fighting.
That's your encounter.
That's my encounter. Yes, I was fighting with my my Glade and Lompany against a level 21, and they were level 18 or level 11.
Whoa, scary.
Yes, I almost died.
Yeah, geez, guy, be careful.
I wanted it to die. Bug and ghost.
Do we know what the level cap is? Over in the UK, it's either searing hot or it's insane amounts of rain. Fortunately, we honestly had a spring this year for the first time in a very long time. Most of the time in Alabama, there is no spring. Like, it literally goes from winter to like 2 weeks of possible spring to very, very, very hot summer. But this year, we had a beautiful spring that lasted like a couple of months. It was awesome. And then like, so far as summer goes, knock on wood / we've been very lucky, it has actually been very, very pleasant weather-wise, and so that's been very nice to actually be able to have some nice weather. So we've been going out hiking and doing all sorts of things, and
start a new job. That is my dream job of mine. When did you start the new job?
Fun. I think he said I started a new job.
Yeah, I said he starts a new job.
What's your dream job?
Do I remember the Jagerton raid? Of course we remember the Jagerton raid. That's where you guys came from. Or most of you guys. Seems like the UK is trying to imitate Alabama then, huh? Also, that's awesome, Scott. Yes, it is very awesome.
Yeah, I've heard that the UK's weather is crazy. So I've been watching, of course, like Game Boy Luke and Powders for a super long time. But I've been watching their most recent Nuzlocke where they're talking a lot, like where Luke is talking about the fact that it is searing in the UK. So I feel for you, for sure. I feel for you, my friend.
You'll be a Pella Windows delivery driver. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what Pella is, but that's great.
That sounds pretty interesting.
If that's something that you've wanted to do, I am so happy for you. But yeah, it's been really pleasant. I'm kind of bummed though, because usually my thing is that I go hiking on Thursdays. And this Thursday, I checked on the weather, and apparently the high is like 97 on Thursday. Oh, wow. 94, 97, very warm. So I don't expect to be able to get to go hiking this week, which is kind of sad, but
no, that's good.
Good, because you don't like me going out.
I like you to rest on your off days.
I'm not good at that.
You're not good at that at all, I know.
Like, I don't know, I feel like I've had so many... It's so hard to rest on your off days, guys. Like, it's crazy, because for me, I've had so many months and years of my life where I'm stuck in bed because I've had injuries or surgeries or this or that, and like, I get tired of being tired all the time, and so I have been trying to be more active.
Oh, that's right, because heat is actually like a byproduct of what causes lightning.
Oh, what? Who said what?
Midnight said, honestly, you should have seen the lightning and thunder we had after like 2 weeks of straight heat. It was absolutely mad.
I bet it was beautiful, though. Heat lightning is honestly so pretty.
Yeah, and Scott said, it's windows for your house, and they are the top of the line ones. Heck yeah, dude, that's awesome.
That's really cool. Congratulations.
I know, you're going to be like a traveling salesman, pretty much.
Oh, that's a hard job, my friend. That is.
I think it's just a delivery man. But do you install them as well, or is that just you just deliver them and then somebody else installs them? It depends on if you see as rest. For me, a lot of time, I find it more relaxing and restful to be outside than to stay at home. Nope, just delivery. Okay.
Me too. Like, that's the biggest thing, Midnight, is that, like, I have been, it has been so tough for me to try and stay, like, restful at home. Because, like I said, like, I've spent years like that. I've spent years where I've had to stay inside, stay indoors, like, I have to take so much rest because it's supposed to be healing for me. But now that I'm finally getting a little bit healthier, and even though I'm due for another surgery, but I really think that my reaction right now is just like the absolute want of being able to be outside and be active and be in the atmosphere and in the air, because like I've so desperately missed being able to be an active human being. I mean, gosh darn it is hard to be stationary and stagnant all the time. And I love hiking. It's almost as much as I love music, I love to adventure. And going to new places is so good for you, to learn new things and to be in new areas and to do all of these things that are amazing for you. And so, of course, I'm going to want to have the opportunity to be outside.
I do hike with her sometimes.
Yeah.
Scott says he knows how to install windows and doors. Installing doors can be pretty tricky. I don't know about windows, but...
I bet that's tricky too, because I'm sure you have to seal them in some way or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Isaac goes sometimes. A lot of times I go by myself because Isaac's working, which is why this last Saturday was so important, because our work schedules have been crazy off. Like, ever since I started my new job and I'm looking into taking over this business, I work on Saturdays. So we used to both be off on Saturdays, therefore we would get to hang out together and we could do stuff in the morning and go to the gym and have a nice day, and then we would obviously like do our streams at night, but we would get an entire day to hang out. But ever since then it hasn't been like that. We have constantly been going and going and going. Like, Saturdays I work all day in the morning, and then I come home and I stream with Isaac, and then I'm so tired I just basically go to bed.
Don't blame me for wanting to get out from being trapped in so much. Oh, last weekend Scott and my son went on a walk and they played disc golf. I love disc golf.
My brother
It's been a long time
disc
since
golf.
I've played it. Me and Casey used to go play it all the time.
I remember that, yeah.
That was a lot of fun back in the day.
So is hiking like literally up mountains, country paths, or is it more of just a peaceful, flatter walk? I gotta understand the American. Okay, so it's actually interesting that you bring that up, because we do actually call it two different things. So there is like a nature walk, which is a specific type of trail. That's like a flat, highly laid out path that is super trekked, like walked on. People go all the time. It's, everybody explores it. It's a walk. Like, there might be a route or two, but it's in reality it's a very touristy type of deal. But it's pretty because it's out in nature, and maybe there's some covered bridges or things like that are nice to look at. Then there's hiking. Hiking is usually a little bit more of a rigorous physical activity where you are actually going, you might have a cut, like this last one that I took Isaac to, a section of it, like a quarter of a mile out of the 2.5 miles that we did, the first quarter of a mile was on a relatively like flat pathway that led down to the main access point of the trail. And once you get onto the trail, it's like multiple different elevations. It's climbing over rocks, sometimes weaving in and out of tree trails. They are typically fairly marked, but some of the hikes that I've been on recently actually involve climbing down rocky areas. We're not talking about like cliff faces or anything like that, but that is creepy. That's Smoochum and Voltorb, I'm assuming.
Electrode and Smoochum.
That is creepy. But yeah, like you're
Smode.
you're literally going through a pretty rigorous like pathway. So it's challenging. It's not just your everyday. So the one that we went on yesterday, actually, the pathway wasn't necessarily designed to cross, but I decided that we were going to cross the river that was right above the waterfall. And I probably didn't pick the best place in the world to cross. And so, like, we start crossing across the river area, and I'm kind of looking down, and I'm recognizing that this is, like, pretty quick current, right? And I kid you not, like, okay, to put it in perspective, like, the waterfall is maybe only, would you say, like, 7 feet away, like, from where we were crossing. The waterfall that we were actually, like, wanting to get across so we could get a better angle of was, like, 7 feet to the left of us. And we're just walking across the riverbed because I'm like, yeah, this is fine. Everything's fine. And at one point, Isaac looks at me and he goes, okay, it's going to get kind of deep right here, so be careful. And literally, as soon as he says that, I step off, and because I'm 5'5", by the way, Isaac's almost 6 feet tall, so he's a pretty tall dude, and he is extremely muscular. Like, his legs are very muscular. I have had multiple surgeries, as you guys well know, so I'm a little floppy. As soon as he says this, I step off, and I just whoop, like, here goes my
sideways.
foot. Yeah, my foot just goes sideways. And Isaac says not a word. By the way, this is also to mention the fact that there are people standing on the bank watching and filming this because they're all like, yeah, you're gonna die. Like, you're gonna go over the waterfall. You're gonna die. And so, like, I just go sideways. Now, also for reference point, I am a great swimmer. I grew up as a competitive swimmer. I actually was planning on going to university as a swimmer. I had some injuries and did not get to go. But I actually competed in Junior Olympics, which is a phase before Olympics. And one of the things that I had to do as training was swimming across rivers in harsh current. So I understand how to navigate current pretty well because I grew up doing that. However, when you are 3 feet away from going off of a cliff-facing waterfall,
which is like the waterfall itself was not super high, but
it was super rocky.
There was a lot of rocks below it and stuff.
It was super rocky. Like, it wasn't necessarily like if I had gone off of it sudden death. It was like more of that's not gonna feel super great, right? And so, like, I'm trying to plot out in my head, like, okay, all right, if I fall, just kind of tuck everything in, make sure you duck your head. If you hit your head, don't panic, take a deep breath. If you get pushed under the waterfall,
take a deep breath underwater.
Well, yeah, take a deep breath before you go, right? And so, like, I'm plotting out how I'm going to get under. And I just so happen, because I'm brushing my hands out like breaststroke, but this way to try and catch a rock. And I catch a rock. And I flip my hand over and grab on for dear life. And I'm able to kind of like anchor my foot into some other rocks that are in that area. And so I climbed up the rock face. Isaac, just by the way, sees this entire thing unfold, goes like 3 feet up the river and just walks across. He's fine.
No, I stayed exactly where we were. I didn't move when you fell, just in case if I were to fall, I didn't want to hit you and knock you over the edge.
And then it'd be really bad.
So I waited for you to get up, and then I got in. I slipped. I threw you the bag because I didn't want to get it wet.
I thought that was the second time we went over. Because the first time you went across, it wasn't...
The second time I went over, I didn't hand you the bag.
That's right. You just swam with it above your head.
Yeah. The first time I had to throw it.
That's right.
Because there was no way I was going to be able to make it without swimming.
Yes, that's right.
I didn't know how deep it was or if I could hold it above me and not get caught in the current or whatever. So.
You got caught in the current a little bit, but not as bad. I think the only reason that I got caught in the current so poorly, like so bad, was because like I had lost my footing. So I literally fell, and that was kind of what was taking me downstream, as opposed to you watch this whole thing unfold. So you kind of were able to gather the pathway to take without falling, so you had a little bit of a smarter like trajectory. These paths sound perilous. they're usually not this bad. To be clear, like, this was not part of the pathway. We had seen some guys on the other side of the river where we were going, and I wanted to get over there. And I looked at Isaac and I was like, how did they get over there? And he's like, I don't know. Well, when we finally did get over there and we actually ended up talking to the guys that I saw on the other side of the river, they were all like, yeah, no, we parked at the wrong place and we just hiked down the mountain. They just legit hiked through the mountain, no path. Like, 2 seconds after almost falling down a waterfall. They're usually not that bad. It's really funny, actually, because I made a TikTok / like meme about it on or a reel about it on Facebook, and that's kind of what the synopsis was. Like I said, people filmed this. Oh, the best part of this whole endeavor, guys, was that we had met a couple who like had these big giant dogs with them, and so I took pictures of their dogs because they were really cute, and we're talking to them, and
we're just like, yeah, we're about to cross the river right here.
I just look at the guy and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna cross. Well, come to find out, I don't think I told you this, because I was talking to them when we went back up. They were close to our car. That guy can't swim. That's why he was freaking out. So one of the people who filmed me going across and experiencing this entire endeavor was a man who could not swim, and he had a big giant camera with him and all of this, and his wife can swim but he cannot, and she was like, yeah, I was too old, I wasn't going in after you, and I was like, I would have been fine. But yeah, so that was part of the reason why they were panicking so bad, was because, oh, I'm about to lose flare. Okay, great, everything's fine. That was part of the reason why they were panicking so bad, was because they were completely anticipating us going over the waterfall. So anyways, so we get to the other side of the waterfall, and the guy yells at us. He goes, hey, I got your picture. What's your number? And so we start like doing this.
Doing our numbers
like
through signs.
Yeah, and so we start like holding up my fingers and stuff to give him our cell phone number. So they literally like texted us from across the river. Fortunately, there was cell signal, and like sent me several pictures and a video today of the entire endeavor. So that was highly comical. 10 out of 10 interaction. Yeah, what's even better about this is that they texted me today because he had like a highly formatted HD video of this entire thing that happened. And he's like, hey, so my little troop that I was with, we're planning on Whoa! Lamparcius. Lampsius, that's it. Anyways, his little troop that he was hiking with is going into another common hiking spot down near where we live, and they were like, hey, do you want to come as long as you don't try to die this time? And I was like, I'll talk to Isaac. So we made some new friends on the trail, which was very, very fun. So yeah, usually I don't go on ones that are quite that treacherous, or at least if I do go on, yeah, that's the money that I got.
Money in my wallet.
Well, they seemed nice. Yeah, they were very nice. Yeah, or if I do go on ones that are that treacherous, I typically don't go alone. I did go to one several weeks ago called Shangri-La in close to us. This was before I had taken you, and getting down to the falls, I slipped and I went about 6 feet down the side of a mountain, which that was an experience for sure. Very unexpected experience. That was not fun. And what was funny is that I took Isaac back to that same trail a couple weeks after that, and we come up onto the spot where the trail gets really narrow, and I look over at Isaac and I'm like, hey, be super careful, it gets really narrow up here, and I fall in the exact same spot. Like, the exact same spot. I didn't slip quite as far. I grabbed a branch this time. But yeah. So yes, these are like legit hikes where they're a little bit more rigorous. labor intensive and requires some physical skill.
Wait, this isn't a beldam?
So maybe it is a beldam fused with a beldam. I kind of want you to catch it just to see.
It's not. It's a person's.
Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, so they're super fun. I love hiking. It's my thing. In fact, I actually was talking to Isaac about the fact that I've been really wanting to get a tattoo, like right here. Wow, you sure have the greatest stories to tell. Oh, I have some more. But thank you. Yeah, that's part of my. But here's the thing, though, is like, what is life without being able to go out and experience things in order to get these stories, right?
I'm so confused. What is that?
What? Slow down.
Maybe it's a slow unknown.
Unknown and a slow poke.
Slow down.
That's hilarious.
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, I mean, what is life if it's boring all the time and you don't get to go out and experience things and...
Maddox! Well, that was a funny story at first. I was confused, but I came in halfway.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I love hiking. Like, I'm a huge fan. I love to get out and explore and do all of these things because you get to learn so many things. And here's the thing, it's like you get to learn a lot about yourself, right? And everybody is complaining about how expensive life is and how you don't get to do anything fun. You know how much I spend going on these hikes and things like this? Gas money. We spend gas money. I mean, like, in reality, you know, there's so many fun things that you can do around you if you are willing to get out in nature and do them. And, like, so many people are like, ew, hiking's gross. It's really not, though. I mean, like, it is such a fun experience. It's so, like, physically, it's so enjoyable because you get to look back and be like, oh my gosh, I accomplished this. Like, a lot of these trails are only like 2 or 3 miles long, but you're burning like 500 or 600 calories going up and down these trails because they're so, like, physically intensive, which is super fun. I'm here for the stories. I love chilling out in these streams simply for the craziness that I end up hearing. Fair. Speaking of craziness, so you guys know that I work in jewelry and I end up getting a lot of very interesting, like, clients or whatever from working in jewelry. Guys, I had one. I think I forgot to tell you about this. I had one here very recently. So, as a redhead, I feel like we have unique experiences in life because our hair is weird, right? Like I swear, I wish I could just poll a room of redheads and ask them if they have the same experiences in life that I do. You get people, like, I got made fun of a lot as a kid for my hair color, and I've always wanted to dye it because I hated it, but as I've gotten older, I've kind of embraced it. I've just let it grow. Like, it is what it is. It's red. It's fine. And so, like, there are times where I've had people, like, want to touch my hair or, like, ask me really strange, bizarre questions that I can't really get into here because we're PG. Like, just weird stuff. Okay, I had a, what is that?
That's gonna be...
Genesect and Mismagius?
Yeah. Which one do you think?
I mean, Ghost and Steel would be dope just for the sheer fact that if you can keep Levitate, you're losing your ground weakness. But you pick up Fire. I just want to see it, though. It looks cool. It looks like a mage.
About to find out.
Sorry, T-pose on that. Okay. I mean, that's...
Could be better.
It's kind of cool, though. I kind of like it. Anyways, so, like, customer comes in, and, like, they were kind of strange anyways. Like, they were kind of an odd duck anyways. But I always get really weirded out when people are, like, overly friendly. Like, I know that sounds bizarre. You think you would be really... Download's a much better ability. Cough, cough. You really think that you would be happy when people are really friendly to you in the jewelry industry? That's a red flag. Like, you have to be very, very attentive to the fact when people are overly friendly. So, like, this man and his wife come in, and he's like, whoa, you're so unique looking. Like, he starts talking about my glasses and, like, my hair and all of this, and come to find out he's a musician. And so I'm like, okay, well, maybe you're just kind of an odd duck, and it's whatever. And, yeah, so at one point during our conversation, this man legit, like, reached across the counter and just goes, yeah, your hair, yes, like, yes, full on, like, your hair is just so unique, I had to touch it, and I was like, you really didn't, though, you really didn't, though, and he's like, no, I just had to, and he takes off his hat, and he's got, like, super curly hair, and he asks me, he's like, don't you just want to touch my hair, and I'm like, no, but you know, I really appreciate the offer. So, living life on the wild side, you guys. Yes. I've hiked once, and I would love to do it again. I just don't have anyone to go with. Go on your own, dude. Like, I go on my own almost every week, and it is one of the most exhilarating, rewarding things. Like, I absolutely love going out hiking. I mean, I wish that I would get to go with friends and stuff. I wish that Isaac could come. I used to have some friends who, like, they explored all the time, and I would love to go with them because I bet they would be lots of fun to go with. But it's so rewarding to go on your own, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't sound like he was trying to be creepy, but yikes. Listen, at that point, I don't know, because, like, I'm sorry, if you're that friendly and you're that weird, I feel like you're trying to steal something. Like, his wife or girlfriend or significant other, whatever they were, asked to use the restroom, and I actually told her no. Just because they weirded me out so bad. Like, I didn't want it to, I don't know. It was just, they were just bizarre. But yeah.
I am one of Lieutenant Surge's armies.
I know one thing I really want to do this summer at some point is I would like to go kayaking.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah?
I think it'd be cool.
We've talked about it. We just haven't, like, made the official jump to attempt to do it. But I really want to go kayaking. But apparently there is a lot to, like, know and learn about kayaking, which is surprising to me. Did you know that? Like, there's, like, different types of kayaks. There's, like, different enclosed or non-enclosed or whatever. I mean, there's, like, a whole bunch of different stuff to kayaking that I didn't know a lick about, just because I don't know. That's not really my thing. So I know that my dad has a canoe. Whoa. Ooh. Why is that actually awesome?
Oh, Dusclops and
Snore.
Munchlax.
Munchlax, yeah. That's actually dope.
It's actually pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. I think this is going to be a ghost gym, which is interesting because I have some good ghost types. Yeah, this is going to be a ghost gym. Have you ever been whitewater rafting? Absolutely. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look. Aww. Listen, if there was a ghost type Eevee, that's what it should look like.
Is it really? Maybe not the eyes, how they're just weird looking, but...
Well, not the eyes, but, like, that's dope. You're fighting an evolution, too.
I am. He's dead, too.
Yeah, so we went whitewater rafting for the very first time, like, several years ago, and I had been begging Isaac to go back, and he finally took me. We had to wait for me to get well enough to go, and I've been on a pretty good stint here recently, which has been amazing. I've finally felt good enough to actually, like, get out and do some stuff, which has been a tremendous blessing. So, yeah, we went whitewater rafting on the Ocoee River, which is actually in the 90s, I think. They actually did the Olympics on the Ocoee. So it is a Olympic whitewater rafting course, which... I mean, gosh darn it, if I'm going to go whitewater rafting anywhere, I'm going to go on an Olympic level course. So it was super duper fun. Had a tremendous time. Highly recommend. definitely go. I have really long hair and often get complimented on it, which I literally don't know how to respond to, but that's irrelevant. But whenever someone, but I've never had someone grab it. Yeah, it's creepy. I've had that experience. Whoa, look.
Yo, that's pretty creepy.
That one's cool. Yeah, I have people try and grab my hair all the time. It's super whack. I don't know what about being a redhead means that you apparently have permission to touch my hair, but it's a very common thing that I have dealt with for a lot of years. So
1996 was when the Olympics was in Atlanta.
96. Okay, I knew it was in the 90s at some point. I just didn't know when. 96. Yep, that's it. It was amazing. Oh, we live like 15 minutes away from a rafting center. Never actually done it, but there's like a cafe right next to the river, and you can sit with the food and watch people zoom by. Dude, do it. It is so much fun. Like, I absolutely love whitewater rafting. It's top tier, top 10. What happened?
Yeah, every time I get one, it's like, oh, you've checked everything else around it. Try again.
Gotcha. But yeah, no joke. It's literally one of my absolute favorite things to do in the entire world. It is so, oh my god, it is so much fun. Such a humongous like physical challenge though. Like, so definitely be aware of that if you go. It is not for the faint of heart. Like, my hips were jacked up for a week after that.
So I got the first one. I've checked the one to the left of me and to the one to the bottom of me. I can go check the one next to this guy and it won't be it. See? So as soon as you get the lock, all of them are reset and it can be any one of the three around it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Sorry, focusing.
No,
Bear with.
You're fine. Fighting the surge?
Yes, and sorry guys, I had to focus. I was in a really bad situation right there. I had no more healing items. Come on, Mia. Where you guys raft with other people? Where you guys on a raft? Oh, were you guys on a raft? Sorry, I don't have my
Actually,
glasses
this last
on.
time we were not.
Yeah, so for whatever reason, I decided that Noodle, yes, Noodle is here. For whatever reason, I decided that going whitewater rafting on Mother's Day was a fantastic idea. And so we literally were the only ones at the rafting center, and they opened up just for us, which was kind of fun, but I felt really horrible. But they apparently had a very good time because they just took a whole bunch of people out and they had a great time. And we got the best guide that they have, like the most experienced one. He was freaking amazing. And it was so much fun. Like, we had such a good time. Our guide was amazing. And they had like a bunch of rookies out that day. Like rookie rafters who were training, I guess. And like he kept telling us what they were doing wrong. And then there was this whole like area where he would get us caught in the current, and we would do what's called surfing, and we would literally like surf on the riptide of the current coming off of the whitewater. It was so cool. Like, such a cool experience. If you have the opportunity to go, I 10 out of 10 recommend it. Like, even if you're scared to get thrown off, don't. It's so much fun. Go, go, go. The center here is literally always crammed full, so I think it's necessary to go on a raft with 6 people plus a guide, which kind of doesn't take my fancy. Listen, I get that. The first time me and Isaac went, we went with an entire group of people. Honestly, it's usually more fun with a large group of people because you don't have to work quite as hard. Like, part of the reason why I was so sore after we went is because we were literally pulling the weight of our entire raft with 4 people. That's a lot when you're going down that level of whitewater rapids, because they're not easy. Like, we went down the middle section, I believe, of the Ocoee, which is one of the toughest sections that you can go down. and it was hard, dude. So yeah, believe it or not, I do actually recommend going with people because you end up having a much better time. You're not going to be quite as sore the next day.
Holding hands.
The ones here, I'm almost 100% sure are entirely controlled by the guide, but maybe that's not true. So technically speaking, they're all controlled by your guide because your guide doesn't actually do anything as far as like, he doesn't row. So like your guide is never going to actually be rowing, or like if he does row, it's super duper seldom. It's the people in the boat that are creating the momentum and the push of the whole thing. But what your guide does is he's gonna like be the back fin, and he's gonna like, oh, that is not okay.
What? Yikes.
He's gonna angle. Yeah, that's creepy. He's gonna angle you to whatever direction you're supposed to be going, and like that's how you get down the river and get down the river safely.
That does look really cool, but that's very unfortunate.
What?
It's a shed cross, a hare cross, and a Shedinja.
Whoa, that's so cool though. I love him. But yeah, so your guide is doing all of the controlling when you go down. So it's not you who's actually like shifting. What makes it hard and why I say you should go with other people, like for instance, I think most of you guys here have been here for a while, so y'all probably experienced my hip surgery and my elbow surgery with me. And so like that on your elbows, basically it was just me, Isaac, and another female rowing this entire boat. And like because of that, it was so hard, y'all. Like the guide is only there to help like direct you down the pathway, but still so fun. Like if you have the opportunity to go, definitely go. The only thing that I would say that I regret that day is that I honestly wish that we had stayed in Chattanooga and been able to go and explore some of the other stuff that was
What is that?
It's a mill tank and probably a duocean.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
That's very creepy.
But yeah, like I wish that we had the opportunity to go and explore some of the other like hiking trails and stuff that were around the area.
Who
but
comes up with these?
Ugh, I have a well, Murray. Gross. I don't like that. The ones here almost. Oh, wait, was that the name of the river you went on? Wait, what was the name? It was called the Ocoee River. It's so dope. And what's really cool about that river in particular is that that river is actually completely controlled by like dams and stuff, and so it's not always full. So like literally I think he was saying that like during certain parts of the day or the night or something, you can actually walk down the riverbed. Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, something along that lines. And so like it was super dope. Like and like it follows a big like water line on the side of it. It's really cool. But yeah, that same day we actually went to a concert later that night with some friends. We got gifted some tickets to go to a concert, which was an amazing concert. Never gonna forget that. And yeah, we got to go to a really cool concert with some friends. And so we literally went whitewater rafting, went home, showered, and I just put a photo of the rafters in the Discord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check it
Dope.
out.
We'll check it out. I'll get Isaac to drop, if you don't mind, drop some of the pictures of some of our adventures.
Okay. Yeah.
That way they can kind of see what all we're doing. You should start an adventure Discord. Like a side adventure Discord.
Okay.
That would be so fun. I have no idea who these guys are, for the record, but to be fair, it looks like they're having fun. What's so funny is like, I just look over and he's like puking a needle. Yuck. What's so funny is like a lot of these people you meet on these trails and whatever are just giant hippies. And so, like, even if they don't know people, they'll just wave to whoever and have the best. Like, they're just enjoying life. It's so funny. I didn't even think hippies were still in existence. Oh, they are. They certainly are. And those guys were them. That legit was the exact river I went down, if I'm not wrong. Really? Oh, nice. It's such an it is an amazing one. I love it. I swear I am a hippie. I probably wouldn't claim that over myself personally, but I mean, I guess I kind of am a hippie in some ways, just for the sheer fact that I love being outside. I am a big fan of nature and all things about it. I love Jesus. Like, I kind of am a hippie. But, you know, minus the drugs and other scary stuff. I'm no hippie. I'm a nerd. Yeah, I will claim full-heartedly. I am a very proud nerd, and I accept it. All right, so we're just gonna put you in here. Where are you, by the way?
About to go get mine kind of over here.
Okay, good deal. I got one of mine. I was waiting for you to get yours, and then I'll get my second one. Oh, you still have to fight all those people, so I'll go ahead and get mine while I'm waiting on you.
Fine.
Oh, I already have this.
I am a recluse that would rather talk to trees. Not drugs. I kind of in the process outside of things.
Yeah, no drugs. None of those hoes.
Well, what fuck was?
Oh my gosh! Whoa, this is my other encounter.
Jeez. Okay, I mean, that's just like you put a face on Doublade.
Yeah. I'm not gonna catch it though. Okay, let me think about this. I wonder what Raikou and Mew could be together. Let's switch this in. Usually Doublade ones are really cool. Why is this one so creepy?
Because it's fused with a legendary.
That is true. Why are the legendary fusions always so strange? Let's go. What should I name him? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm about to unfuse him.
Yeah, I had quit naming mine because I didn't fuse them. Once I start using them, I rename them.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so in the long and short of it, life's been good. Been super fun. Like, get outside if you can. I'm actually planning my next hike, and even if it's gonna be like super hot next Thursday, I'm hoping that my thought process is that I'm either gonna get up like a booty cheeks early in the morning, like ridiculously early in the morning, and go, or I'm gonna go kind of like closer to the afternoon. That way it is sort of like cool outside and I'm not dying, because a lot of these hikes, like I said, I'm burning loads of calories, so it is very hot and a little bit more difficult to go on these hikes. Isn't the afternoon the hottest time? So when I say afternoon, to clarify, I'm talking about leaving my house at like 3 o'clock. Most of the hikes that I go away to are anywhere from like 30 to 45 minutes away from my house. Some of them are like an hour away. So I'll be getting there around 4, which is like not super hot really. It's the coming back down, I guess I should say. And yeah, it's not bad at that point during the day. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and
so many different moves.
Move you to here. I know something I would really like to fuse you with.
What's that?
I am quite interested in fusing Mew and Raikou. I wonder if that would be interesting at all. But yeah, so it shouldn't be too hot. Like, I have had the aim to be going to actually hit like a sunset hike, and I still haven't done it. So I definitely want to try to do a sunset hike, or I'm sorry, a sunrise hike super soon. Why are these both gonna be creepy?
They just is.
Why? Like, why can't they be cool? I want to see what this is going to look like, but I'm going to unfuse it because it's going to be creepy. Okay, that's actually kind of cute. He looks like a cheering little, like, cute guy. I don't hate that, actually. He's actually really cute. That is true, though.
Mag Buffet?
Mag Buffet, oh lord. Okay, I'm gonna unfuse them. I wonder... So, I need him to be with a physical attacker because if he's adamant, that's actually super good because... Let me see. Bashful. Then who's adamant? Oh, my Mew's adamant. Bleh. That's no bueno. Let's see.
That's my encounter. It's one of my encounters here.
Yikes. I definitely could use an electric type on the team. And electric and psychic's not a bad idea. Honestly, I might do it. Yeah.
Do what?
I mean, what if I did electric and dragon?
That's a Regieleki.
Yeah, it's a lot of different. Electric and dragon. This looks, it's gonna be creepy again, I have a feeling. Oh, cool! Look at him!
That is kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So we'll definitely keep levitate. That's sick. Plus defense. Do bashful because that's neutral. Combine move sets. So we'll do discharge.
Afternoon is kind of the hottest time. I think
Yeah.
midday is normally the hottest time though.
Yeah, midday is usually the hottest time here. Thunder Shuckle. Yeah, we're gonna put that on the team because I definitely need some electric coverage. So let's do a little training with you because you're kind of awesome. I was trying really hard to get my Grovyle evolution so I can get him up to a Sceptile because I'm tired of him looking weird. But yeah. Is that your next encounter?
Oh, it is.
Grace and Isaac, you guys are amazing. I'm glad I met you through Scott and you guys are awesome. Thank you.
We appreciate that actually.
You are so precious. I'm glad we met you too. I have no IVs or EVs, so like it's gonna be a little bit of a training montage here, fam. We're doing Thundershock again. No. I'll go ahead and skip out on that for right now. I appreciate you guys all hanging out. I hope you're having fun. Ooh, yeekers, that does a lot more damage than I want it to. So we're gonna do a little switcherooski. I had better head to bed. Really glad to catch up with you two. Thank you so much for being here, Midnight. We're not gonna be live too much longer. We actually, I don't know. Are we going for an hour? What are we doing?
Yeah, just around an hour.
Yep, so we're gonna end here pretty briefly.
See if I can catch this guy.
I'm gonna actually try to do some training, probably off stream. That way you guys don't have to endure it.
Nice. For alligator and Nidoran.
Oh, okay. I mean, I would just be happy for the sheer fact that for alligator, because you can fuse that with a lot of different stuff, and that would be dope.
Oh yeah.
So are we gonna end there?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see what for alligator can come up with.
Okay.
Well, have a lovely week. See you guys later.
Bye.
See ya.
Because I still gotta meal prep. I gotta start meal prepping as soon as we get off. Your meal prep is easy.
Mine takes 20 minutes.
Yeah, mine does not, so. I've got a good little bit I gotta get done. I'm gonna make my egg bites and everything.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we got plenty of eggs to do that.
That's why I asked for them, because I want to be able
I had a whole other thing.
Oh, did you? Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I needed them for, so.
Okay, let's go see what Feraligatr can come up with.
He should be able to have some pretty cool combos, I would think. I would definitely think. Geez, by the end of this series, I'm just gonna have an entire... That's interesting.
Ooh,
Ghost in water. I have a Ghost in water type.
Maybe level 19, so I like that. It's a little bit higher up there.
Definitely not rock and water. I would infuse some of the ones you're not using. That way you have the potential to see what all they could be, you know?
Yeah.
Do you have enough spicers to do that?
No, not all of them. I'll just pick the ones I want.
I'm not even gonna lie, having levitate on an electric type is dope. That eliminates its one weakness. So that means that I only have dragon, ice, and fairy, which is still a handful of weaknesses, but it's very nice to... Oh.
Water and dark, I don't know about that.
That's gonna be creepy.
Okay, so I'd probably go with the ghost. Look at level 25.
Is it gonna be a cut? I bet it's gonna be interesting looking.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the cuff symbol.
Let's see.
See what it turns out to be. Maybe he'll be on fire. What's up,
Hey
Ash?
Ash, what's up? Whoa!
Look at that.
That's so dope.
That's a good mon.
That is a good one.
Ghost in water.
Come on, Gibbs.
Well, a plus attack, minus special. Is he probably gonna be physical, right?
What is it combined with? I would go with adamant. You've got it for alligator. Adamant for alligator is nuts.
Combined my move sets.
Fire spin, meh.
Well, I'll learn it over Lear. Just to get some getting other moves. Confuse Ray, Overrage.
That is insane.
Nightshade. Scratch.
That's insane. What a good combo. Will-O-Wisp, nice. Yeah, he's gonna be good. And you've got Flame Body. Whoa! So people can, if they try and touch you, they're gonna be burned on impact.
Yep.
That is legit a very, very good mon. And he's gonna be fairly tanky if he's a Feraligatr. Doing fine. I've been seeing a lot of suspicious activity on Twitter lately. Like from us?
No, just from other people. There's a lot going on in the world right now.
Yeah, I really need to like delete our Twitter just because I don't want it to get hacked, you know?
Yeah.
We don't ever use it.
Yeah,
Like,
we used to, but we don't anymore.
it's just, I don't know. I never enjoyed that form of social media just because there's so much negativity out there. And like, I know that there's negativity in other formats, but I can control most of those other ones a lot better. Whereas I can't control that one very well. Oh, you have 2 Ghost Waters. I forgot about your Vaporeon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well.
I mean, still cool. Like,
I have a lot of ghost in my team.
yeah.
Well, except for him. He's not a ghost, or he's fairy.
You're not really thinking a whole lot about typing diversity.
Sure, I'm not. I'm looking at the coolness of the Pokemon and using those.
Yeah, I am, on the other hand, like, so I have Electric Dragon, Dragon Ghost, Ghost and Water, Psychic Normal, Fire, Water, Grass and Ground. So I'm trying to, like, cover all of the different...
Those Tesla scam accounts are trying to get my account, but I blocked and reported those users. Oh, dang.
Dang. Hate to hear that.
Well, I think that's pretty much it for today.
Okay. We might try to do a
midweek stream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'd be super fun. All right. Well, I'm back in the Pokemon Center.
I'm just gonna put my guy on the other side of this door so I know which way I'm going.
Okay.
Save the file. That's it. Well, guys, it's been a lot of fun. We will be back. I got to do it in order to protect my account and my security. That is definitely a good thing. Always want to be protecting your security. Well, we appreciate everybody coming by today.
Yeah, super fun.
Maddox, Ashley, Midnight Chill, Scott was here, Ash, and there's one more, I think. Very, very top. It said hello at the very beginning. I forgot who that was.
Sorry we forgot your name, but thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming. I love it. Pirate. Thanks for coming, Pirate. Well, you guys take care. We will see you guys probably on, let's say, Wednesday maybe. I'll post up some of the pictures from my build I just finished up at work on the Discord as well, so you guys can check that out. That's why I've been not streaming during the week. I've been working lots of hours, unfortunately. But hopefully this week will calm back down. I won't have any issues with that this week. So, Noodle says bye. See you guys later. Y'all take care. Peace out.
Bye.